Part two, I'm continuing to outline the shapes, but in this we'll just look at how to change the order of the shapes. We'll also look at how to add a little bit more detail than what we've got. You can see I've pretty much blocked everything here. You can see at the moment though it doesn't look very detailed. I've got a little bit of color in here, but very little fine detail. Even the teeth are looking a little bit rough. Now I can zoom it in, but what I want to do is I want to put all the stuff that I've done in the background so I can do some of the finer details. So to do that, I click back on the arrow, I click on the picture, click on arrange, and I'm going to bring it forward. Maybe I should bring it to the front. But I'm doing this because I want to add a little bit of finer detail, add a few more little shapes and make it look a little bit more realistic. Now, a couple of things you can do here is you can continue to use polyline. Just zooming it in. So I'm going to do the outline of the eye here. Okay, but the other thing that you can do is you can insert a shape. And so I might want to put a little circle with a sort of an eyeball in there. So I'm going to zoom it, and you can start to see what I'm doing here with the shapes. And from there, it's just a matter of fine tuning. Other little bits and pieces that you can do, you can add other lines, scribbles, just to give a little bit more texture. Okay, and you can see yourselves where, you know, just to add a bit of hair, and you might use them to contour, to follow the contours of the animal. You can change the size of the lines by clicking line weight. If you're following the contour of the animal, you might make that line a bit heavier. For the hairs, you might make them very fine, perhaps even 1 point. Again, if you're wanting to change and see a little bit more detail, just use the arrange tool to send stuff to the back. The last thing probably to say, once you've had a good fool around with all of that sort of stuff, is that eventually you're going to get rid of this picture, and you're going to be left with your finished stuff that you're going to color. You're going to perhaps move a little bit of little bits and pieces around and make it look, you know, a little bit better. When you've done that, you can lasso the whole lot and you can put it on your Google slide. Now, once you've done that, if I go back to the slide, this is where you're going to put your picture. What I would like you to do is not just whack the picture on there, but change the background. You can choose an image, and once again, you can look, do a Google image search, perhaps for snow or blood or both. And as an example, here's one we'll choose as our background. So eventually your background will look like that with your picture of the dogs on it, something like that.